Hey, what's up, everybody? This is High Performance Mindset Coach Jay Hollingshed. Today is day 31 of my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And being that today is Tuesday, third day of the week, we discuss pillar number 3, which is focus and concentration. Now, on a big picture, let's just say easy definition, focus is big, concentration is small. Now, if you missed any of my previous episodes that have been done on Tuesdays, which are always focus and concentration, you've missed the definition. So let me give you some terminology. Focus. Focus is fixing your attention on one thing. Focus is fixing your attention on one thing. Now, concentration is different. Concentration is fixing your focus or narrowing your focus to a fixed point and including your 5 senses. Concentration is narrowing your focus to a fixed point and including your 5 senses. I say that because when you include your 5 senses, you are including your energies, you are including your emotions. So when you include your energies and your emotions, those are all part of your 5 senses. Now you want to touch, feel, taste, smell, and hear exactly what it is you are concentrating on. Angela Branch, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. All right, so you want to feel exactly what's going on. Now, I've worked with lots of students and lots of athletes over the years, and I've always asked them this one question, and it never fails, never fails. I'll ask them, how many times have you been with a coach, facilitator, a leader, or a teacher, and they said, okay, I need you to focus. Everybody, come on, let's focus. All the hands will go up. Every hand will go up. Eugene Greenfield, I appreciate you, brother. All the hands will go up because everybody has been asked to focus. Now, my next question that I asked them, how many of you have ever been taught how to focus? Being that you've been asked to focus, how many of them have taught you how to focus or what focus is? Never fails. Probably 1 or 2 hands out of maybe 120 would go up. So that's like 99%, 95% or whatever. Hands will go up. Nobody's been taught how to focus. So I teach them how to focus. We go through focus exercises. I give them the definition of focus and concentration. Now, I can't do that with you guys because I only got a few minutes. So we will not go through the actual focus exercises I take my clients through. However, I can give you several examples. Here's the first one. Basketball. Now, if I want to focus on this basketball, all I do is look at it. I fix my attention on one thing, which is this basketball, this orange, reddish orange, spherical, round leather, which is what it is. Now, if I want to concentrate on an element of this basketball, I will go to the words. And I'm still focusing on the ball, but I'm concentrating on the words. And the words say, moisten needle, inflate 7 to 9 psi, made in China. Go figure. But I'm concentrating on the words. I'm focusing on the basketball. So, like I said, focus is wide and broad. Concentration is narrow. So, the broad picture of focus on this is the basketball. The narrow version is focusing in on a fixed point or the words of the basketball. Now, some more people watching. What was that? Troy Wilkins, thank you, sir. Timothy Washington, thank you. Mika, what's up, girl? How you doing? I appreciate you watching. Now, let's go to another example. We have an example when I was in Memphis and I was working at Labana Children's Medical Center. I worked, the title I was given is a medic, and I was working in the emergency room. Now, there were 2 ways to assess a patient. We have our rapid trauma assessment, and we have our focus history and physical exam. Now, the focus history and physical exam, that's on the side of focus. The rapid trauma assessment, that's on the side of concentration. Here's why. Say somebody walked in with the common symptoms of every sickness there is. Vomiting and diarrhea. That's on every sickness list there is. So if somebody walks into the ER with vomiting and diarrhea, I have to assess them as my patient. So I would go to them and I would do my broad assessment, head to toe. Okay, I'm looking at you. Your skin, is it flush? Is it pale? You dehydrated? I'm looking at different things because if you're vomiting and diarrhea, yeah, you're going to lose all your liquids. So I'm looking at everything about you from head to toe, broad. I'm also asking questions, trying to narrow it down to a fixed idea of why you are sick. Now, let's go to the rapid trauma assessment. Totally different scenario. Rapid trauma assessment, someone comes in with a life-threatening injury and it's trauma related, so they have an open wound. There's no time for a broad perspective. Rapid trauma assessment, I go quickly through my ABCs, make sure they got a patent airway, they're breathing in, they got blood circulation. That's a quick look, no more than 2 seconds. From then, jump straight into concentrating on the actual life-threatening injury, the wound that they have. So here it is again, from a medical standpoint, you are assessing the patient. Your focused broad area is taking it from the focused history and physical, I forgot what I even said, but it's the focused history and physical assessment of that patient from head to toe. When you go from a medical standpoint, when it's trauma related, you go straight to concentrating on the issue. It's a life-threatening injury. Herbert Henley, what's up? Herb, Uncle Herb, how you doing? Tanya Wynette, oh wow, everybody's watching. Thank you so much, I appreciate you. Now, one more example. When I was a kid, I wasn't bad. Those of you that know me, do not comment. I wasn't bad. I was a little mischievous though. I remember the first time I opened up a wristwatch and I saw all those moving parts, the gears going back and forth, one gear turning to others, and they were like different sizes, big, small, whatever, but they were all turning as the hands were moving. They were moving the hands of the watch. Now, I wanted to know more about that, but I was mesmerized looking at all the gears moving, in synchronization. They were all moving together. So that was my focus. I was focused on the big picture, all the gears moving together to move the hands of the watch. But there was one small gear that seemed to be moving really, really fast, faster than all the others. And that one caught my attention. So I narrowed my focus and started concentrating on the small gear that was moving. So I went from a broad focus of looking at all the gears into a narrow focus of concentration, which is one gear moving. So that was how, from going from a broad perspective, which is focus, to a narrow, which is concentration. Now, let's talk about you and what you do. Are you focusing when you should be concentrating? This is on your job or when you're at work, home, kids, wherever, whatever you do, whatever you specialize in. Do you focus when you should be concentrating? Or should you be concentrating or are you concentrating when you should be focusing? That's something to think about. Which would give you better results? When you focus or concentrate, depending on the task that you're doing. So keep that in mind, definitely. But that's all that I have. And actually, I want you to learn, know, and apply the areas of the knowledge of focus versus concentration. And when you do that, you actually jumpstart your high performance mindset. Again, that's all I have. Thank you for tuning in. I am your high performance mindset coach, Jay Hollingshed. And I'd like for you to follow me on Instagram, social media, Facebook, YouTube. I'm all there. Like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And like I said, I am your high performance mindset coach. I help athletes. I have the mindset to I give athletes the mindset to go pro. I give executives the mindset to reach their bottom line. Entrepreneurs, I give them the mindset to become more productive. Public speakers, the mindset I give them, they become more confident. Entertainers, no problem. The mindset I give them is more creativity. If you want this mindset, inbox me, or better yet, go to speaktojay.com. SPEAKTOJAY.com. I've got limited spaces available, but they are available. Sign up and we can talk about it. Thank you so much. Be well, stay blessed, and through love, be a blessing.